Hey guys, welcome back. We are outside in the garden today. I mentioned that I was going to dig up some plants that weren't doing too well in the Florida heat, and I planted some new seeds over here. But this is all the waste that I had after harvesting what I could use and harvesting seeds for next year. And honestly, it made me really sad that I was just gonna kind of throw all of this away, especially because I grew it all from seed. So I figured it would be a great time to start composting. So all you really need is any storage bin. I didn't really want a see-through one, but that's all they had at Target at the moment because during lockdown, that's what everyone's doing. They're organizing their stuff. And I could have gotten one that was solid, but I wanted one with the clamps on it just so, you know, extra protection for any critters that may happen upon it. So our first step is to drill tiny holes in the top and the bottom of the bin. This way water can get in and you can create a flow of oxygen. Okay, quick call to the husband so I make sure I'm doing this right and I don't break his drill. We don't want that, do we? Now I have all of our compost materials laid out. We have our brown, which is sticks, dried leaves, and then paper. All I have are like these paper bags I put Will's lunch in. And then over here we have our green, which is really just like kitchen waste, minus like meat and dairy. But I have coffee grounds, avocado peels, banana peels, some citrus, which they said to limit citrus. So this is probably all I'll put in, but you know, I just started this project like 24 hours ago, so this is what I have to start with. A little bit of onion, and then this lettuce is from a bag of salad that's kind of going bad, so decided to add that, and then some eggshells. And then I also have some grass and flower clippings over here. I'm gonna start with my sticks. I heard if you start with this, it kind of helps with drainage a little bit. Now I'm gonna add my leaves. And my brown paper bag. Some little dried flower cuttings and some of our dried sunflower stalks. I'm just gonna cut these down. You don't want anything too big. The smaller it is, the easier it is to break down, and the more surface area, the better. And speaking of our sunflowers, I actually want to show you guys something really fast. Our little sunflower patch is on its way out, which stinks, but you know, that's just life. We have this super tall one that I showed you guys last week. Oh look, there's a little bee in there. See his little bee butt? Anyway, he was sticking straight up, way taller than me. But this morning, come out to find a squirrel that was sitting right here, and it was sitting here weighing it down to get to this flower, and the squirrels have been eating our sunflower seeds. You can see that whole patch right there. So I guess it's time to harvest. I knew it was about time to harvest the seeds, but it's been raining nonstop, and the one morning it doesn't, squirrels are already to it. So, you know, live and you learn. Probably after we do this composting, I will try and get some seeds. So we have our layer of brown material, our avocado peel, which I am going to cut up. Ooh, we got flying avocado over here. Banana. Ever tell you guys I hate bananas? Ugh. But Will loves them, so. Some of our limes. Like I said, I'm gonna limit the citrus that goes in here. So I do wish that I had more material to start this with, but you know, that's the beauty of composting. You just add layer upon layer, and eventually you will have wonderful fertilized soil for the garden. Here, eggs, I guess I'll crush them up. our icky lettuce. And now all of this is that garden waste. Like this was one of our lettuce plants. Chop that guy up. I am removing all the seeds and making sure that none of these plants are diseased or have pests on them. And now we have our layer of green material. Looks so yummy, doesn't it? Yay, already flies. Ugh, okay. Then we are going to put some regular garden soil on top. This is going to speed along the process and help with the smell too. And then we're going to add some water. You don't want it soaking wet, but you just want it moist. Moist. Doesn't everyone just love that word? All right, there we are. Gonna close her up. And I'm gonna put this on the side of the house where I can get some sun and it's out of my sight, so I don't have to watch it decompose. Guys, one of our monarchs. You see him? Land somewhere, land somewhere. Where'd you go? All right, guys, that was actually really exciting because that's one of our monarchs. He just flew by again. Not only was that one of our monarchs, but it was the one that had the beaten up and broken wings. So we were afraid he got eaten or couldn't fly, but he looks so happy and that just makes my day, honestly. All right, here's its little spot, out of sight and out of mind. Every couple days, I'll pop it open, add whatever new stuff we have and give it a mix. Whew, it is hot out here today, but on to the sunflowers, which are on my shirt too. I know, I'm lame. That stuff makes me happy. So this is the one I know for sure is ready. Just going to cut it. And I'm just leaving this little stem so I have something to hold on to. So this is what it looks like, and you can see that whole area is what the squirrels were eating. That's crazy. But there's plenty over here for us. I'm just gonna check out all my other ones to see if they're ready. I don't think so. You guys probably can't see in the camera, but all of these, the seeds don't have the little black lines on them. Yeah, you definitely can't tell in the camera. But if you look closely, you can see the black lines on this one. So let's get these seeds out. So neat. Okay, so from what I understand, we just brush this off the top and the little flowers will come off. And now you can see all of those are little seeds. How cool is that? Probably throw this in the compost because why not? Oh, not this seed though. I'm just gonna pick the seeds out. I wonder if there's a more efficient way. Something that's kind of cool is that this yellow bowl I'm using was, I don't know if it was Will's aunt's or Will's grandma's, I don't know, but when he was a baby, you can see this bowl in their family home videos. It's just really, it's just kind of a cool thing. So hope to keep this bowl around for a while. Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Good.
You'll never guess what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
I'm harvesting sunflower seeds for my sunflowers.
Oh, this is exciting. That's so neat.
So it's been 24 hours and I didn't really explain what I did before with the seeds because my camera battery was dying. But I just put them in this jar with some salt water or a brine. And the brine is going to kill any bacteria on the seeds as well as salt them. So now Bonnie over here and I are going to start the drying process. So I just went ahead and got all the seeds out of the jar. And I'm just going to lay them out to dry. I decided to just put it in this big bowl I have and put a towel down in the bowl. And now I'm just gonna simply put these in there. Just gonna spread them out a little bit and pat them dry. And now I'm just gonna let them sit and dry outside here for a couple hours. And then we will roast them in the oven. So I'm not really sure where I left off yesterday, but it is the next day and I'm going to roast these sunflower seeds. I'm literally just gonna pour them on a baking sheet. And then just spread them out into one layer. I'm still kind of shocked. This is from one of the flowers. So once I harvest all the other ones, we're gonna have a good amount for sure. So I'm looking it up and it says 400 degrees. I was definitely thinking lower, but all right. And now that I'm looking at this, I could have just rinsed the seeds and boiled them in some salt water before doing this instead of like waiting the 24 hours, but whatever, it's done. Does the same thing probably. So I'm gonna put this in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes, but we're gonna start with 5 minutes and then I'm gonna like mix them up, I think. Okay. Feel like they look right. I left them in there at 400 for about like 12 minutes. I just feel like some of them were getting too brown, so I took them out. Oh yay, Will's home, yay. But I think that's gonna be the end of the video today. I do have a couple fun videos coming up, so you guys should go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss what is coming up next week. I'll see you guys then. Bye.